Hey, welcome back. I get a special guest. Okay. One of the coolest people I get to hang out with all the time. Welcome back to the channel, Lori Stai. How are you, Lori?
I'm great, Cody. Thank you for asking. I'm blessed beyond belief. Trust me.
Well, yeah, you're like, I can tell you are because you're just naturally happy and you're always smiling and you're just a genuine good person and with a big heart that cares a lot about people. There's one of the things though that we were talking about recently, and I'm like, I have to get Lori on the channel because there's one thing that specifically that is blowing up. It's crushing it. And she's been talking about it, and it's actually been helping her make money. And that is how you have a way within your agency now to where you are actually booking appointments and making sales without really you or anyone having to pick up the phone, or it's at least limiting the amount that you have to pick it up. Is that fair? Is that true?
It is totally accurate. So basically, this organization has rolled out something we refer to as switchboard. And for me, I was just, sharing with Cody that for me, picking up the phone and just dialing over and over and over again is mundane. And I can trust me, there's very, very few people in this industry who love booking appointments. Okay. People pick up, that's the fun part, but it's the getting them to pick up first, right?
No
It's
doubt.
very mundane and it can be very frustrating. So basically what Switchboard does for us is it's a platform, it's a CRM, and everybody's like, oh my gosh, I throw my head back when I hear CRM too, because everybody's got a great CRM. And
Totally.
they just kind of roll out and everybody's got one better and somebody's doing something better. But beyond being a CRM, what Switchboard does is it allows us to take our lead base, drop it into this, and create a drip system. So that while we're doing other things, our clients are receiving texts and they're receiving voicemails from us, and they're getting dripped on every few days, or they're getting talked, and our calendar link is in there. So they literally can get these messages and either call us, or
Yes.
they can text us, or they can book their own appointment. Now, Saturday morning, I got on this system and I dripped out a bunch. I put in some leads. I sent them for drip. I had some on auto drip, and I sat here and I not only was on my phone, but I was sitting here texting on my computer and on my phone. So I had like 3 different things going, and as a result, I was able to, in a very short period of time, book like 7 appointments, take 2 apps immediately, or 3 apps immediately, and one of them was over text. Never even got on the phone.
Gosh.
So
How,
they got the drip. They said, yes, this is something I need. I said, great. Our actual text says, would phone or text be better for you? And he said text. I said, great. So I texted him and I said, this is some base information I need. He texted it back to me. I said, great. Based on what the information I have, this is the amount of your mortgage. Are you looking to cover more or just your mortgage? Do you
I
have
like that question.
with
That's good. That's good.
just your mortgage, or would you like something more? And a
Yeah.
lot of people actually, if they can, they'll get a little bit more. But anyway, he just said, no, my mortgage is good for now. I'm not, in his text said, I'm not married. I don't have children yet. So this may change. So he was aware of the fact that right now that's what was most important. So I said, okay, great. And I pulled up a few things and I said, I just told him, I said, we have 3 different types of options. What would make most sense to you based on your budget? And we went through the process and he said, yeah, I like that. And so
Was this still through text?
yeah, it's all, and on the computer, not even on my phone. It's my keyboard. So it's like fast.
Oh my gosh.
And so he selected. Now, I will tell you, it takes getting on the phone to do the application, but that process was completed. We were decided. By the time I got on the phone, I had pulled up the e-app on my computer. I had inputted all the base information I had, which took a lot of time away from him and me to have to worry about sitting on the phone. I got on, I went through the base questions, I sent it over to him, he signed it. This whole process was, maybe 15, 20 minutes.
That's so awesome.
And the guy's protected. And guess what, guys? we're all here, we're always here looking for an opportunity, right? In the process
Yes.
of taking that application, I ask everybody, what do you do for a living? Right? What do you do for a living? And he told me
Yes.
what he did for a living. And I said, we all know, well, we know Nate. Nate's favorite question is, do you see yourself doing that for the rest of your life? And I asked him that question. And he said, no. And so he now has an interview with me tomorrow for this opportunity to come in to this industry and potentially take back his time and create something, a bigger financial legacy for himself for that time when he starts his family.
Oh, it's so good.
All through texting, all through, and one of our other agents yesterday posted in our little Facebook chat, and he said, I can't believe it. It was 10 o'clock at night and I was getting ready to go to bed with my wife and my phone tings, and somebody just booked an appointment because they got dripped on for Monday. So, you're sleeping and you wake up and you have appointments. It's amazing. It's just an amazing, so yeah, it's a better CRM than most I've seen, but it is more than your CRM. It takes paper out of your life so you can manage and store all of the information for your clients in there. So it's a game changer in this industry because it's allowing us to work when we're not working, right?
Yes.
And it's
Exactly.
it's taking some of that mundane. Everything you do in this life is going to have some drawback. We're not going to love everything about everything.
No doubt.
So, the mundane for me is that dialing. It's really, I have to talk myself into it. And I can tell you that this has changed that for me, made that part of it seem so much more less daunting.
Yeah. And they can click the link below to learn more about you and to jump on your calendar and to watch more training from you about how you did $76,000 in APV in a week. Maybe it was 72,000.
Yes.
And then also to get more information about this program and how they can leverage it and use it. Right. So they need to. Okay, cool. Yeah, I love that.
For sure.
What's some tips that you've learned briefly through text by using text to set up really an application call? What's some tips that you can share on do's and don'ts of text that you're learning? Because you shared some powerful phrasing, questions, options. Like, you obviously, you've been doing sales and business for a long time, so you're a professional. But what are some tips you would provide there?
Well, I think probably my biggest tip would come from just my own personal preference. I have a very difficult time when somebody sends me a long diatribe on text and then they expect me to respond to that, because my time is valuable, their time is valuable, and all that can be done quicker in a call sometimes, right?
Yes.
So keep it short, keep it simple. This doesn't, you don't have to explain anything to them.
That.
And in this industry, right? Facts tell, stories sell is what we say. So if you feel, if they're reaching back out to you, first of all, you kind of gotten over the hump, right? Because they're already engaging on their own. So having to talk them into picking up the phone and then talk them into getting to an appointment because they've already engaged on their own with full knowledge of the information. So I say just keep it really, really simple. Very, very concise. If you have to ask a question, it doesn't necessarily have to be a question. It has to be please provide this information. That's
good.
it.
It's good.
Don't get into.
Hey, can you provide this? It's like, no, provide it.
Provide this information. And I'll do, the other thing I learned is, instead of putting like 6 different things you want them to respond to in a list, in a text, don't do that. It's more labor intensive, I think, for them to go through that. So, great. If they say, yes, this is something I need, great. Can I get your birth date? They give you your birth date. Awesome. Thank you. You by any chance smoke? Or, smoke? And then after that, I don't even put anything. I just put height and weight.
Yeah.
Major health issues? Question mark. No. Take any medication? No.
I
And
love
of
it.
course, if you're getting yeses to those, you got to get a little bit more in depth. You might say, hey, if we have a lot to discuss concerning your health, it might be easier for us to pick up the phone. I did that with a lady the other day. I said, do you take any medication? And she said, OMG.
Ah,
So I said, hey, do you have a couple of minutes? Do you have 3 or 4 minutes for a quick call?
yeah.
She said,
Yeah.
sure. And so,
I love it.
keep it simple. Just keep it simple.
Yeah, those are such good tips. One thing they can do, I mean, obviously they can click the link below to learn more about you, but how could they get in touch with you if they want to reach out and learn more from you, or just have questions about how they can book more appointments through text without calling as well? How would they go about doing that?
They can call me at
Okay.
425-577-3050. You can email me at lori@velocitywealthpro.com. So those are ways. You can also go to Facebook and use Messenger, either my name, Lori Stai, STAI, or you can go to Velocity Wealth Protections Facebook.
I love it. Lori, you're awesome. Thanks for providing this information. It's so good. Agents can do this. It can definitely help them. So thank you for sharing your time and wisdom on how they can book more through text. Phenomenal tips today, too.
I appreciate that. Well, Cody, and I appreciate you. I just, you have been very, very instrumental in getting me to where I am in this industry today. So hugely instrumental. So
thank you. You're awesome. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love it. Well, amazing interview. Okay. Thanks for sharing your knowledge and thanks for all you do. And I appreciate the relationship as well. Thank you, Lori Stai.
Thank you, Cody Askins.
All right. You guys enjoy the interview. Thanks for watching. Reach out to Lori, learn more, and start booking some appointments with text. Hey, if you enjoyed this, I got another one you're going to love. It's right there. Click on it. See you in there.
So I got 3 key questions for you as we kick this thing off right now. Number 1, what is it that you really want? What keeps you up at night? I'm going to read a text.